It's efficiency that we need.
So, would you believe me if I told you that Ghana has built a fully autonomous AI robot? That can plant, weed, and fertilize crops without human hands. Not in the US, not in China, right here in Ghana, Africa. And this machine could solve one of Africa's biggest problems: labor shortage, low productivity, and food insecurity. But here is the real question: is this the future of farming or the beginning of something even bigger? Hold on a little bit and stay with me as we dive deep into this conversation, break it open, and unfold what is hidden in the box. And now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if this is the very first time you're coming across my channel, make it a point to hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, go to the comment section and let me know what you think about this very conversation. To my first timers and my loyal viewers, I say thank you, but make it a point, join the growing movement. And to my amazing subscribers, I can't thank you enough. Now let's get straight into this revolutionary story. A Ghanaian company, Farmade Robotics, led by CEO Clinton Anani, has developed Ghana's first fully autonomous AI farming robot. And this isn't theory, this isn't hype. This has been tested since 2021, so it is 5 years old. And this machine has attracted a lot of eyes, media platforms, and the Agriculture Minister of Ghana, Honorable John Domelo.
It's efficiency that we need, and with efficiency we cannot keep on doing our normal whole cutlass arrangements. And if you go to advanced countries, it's technologies, machines, it's AI and so on and so forth. And so for a group of young Ghanaians to create something like this, I mean, it's extraordinary. It's something that is good. It's something that we need to encourage them. It's something that the government will definitely be behind them to hopefully mass produce, through certain R&Ds. And we are just happy to be here. And I'm extremely proud of them for, coming up with this product. And I hope and pray that in the next few years, they'll come up with other products that would make farming more efficient, because that's exactly what we are looking for. If you go to certain advanced countries, they produce more tons per acreage than what we do in Ghana, and it's all because of technology. I think after this we'll have several engagements for us to see how we can help them to probably mass produce, how we can help them to improve upon it and produce other products for us to be able to give it to the farmers.
Of the team, your surname looks like a technological word. How do you say it?
Okupualo.
Okupualo. Okay, thank you. I was waiting for you to kind of teach me the correct pronunciation. How do you also say the business name properly?
Farmade.
Farmade. Okay, all right. Tell me generally about it first.
Of course. Good morning, and good morning to your lovely viewers. Farmade is a company that we founded with the sole aim of trying to bring automation into farming. We held the conviction a long time ago that the hoe and cutlass way of farming in this part of the world wasn't sustainable long term, and wouldn't really fit into trying to grow more food to feed our growing populations. And so we set out on a research and development journey, trying to answer the simple question of whether or not we could do it in Ghana. And 4 years down the line, we have a solid answer now. It's definitely possible, and farmers are very much receptive towards it.
Okay, I mean, I hear you say that labor particularly is not very sustainable, the approach with which we do it, but we also are concerned about cost. If I hire somebody traditionally and I say it's by day, I see it as quite affordable. Yes. You're introducing technology. Is it not expensive?
Very, very affordable.
Okay.
So for labor, manual labor, per acre, you're looking at about 3 to 5 people to cover an acre in a day. And these manual labor are charging not less than 100 cedis per person. So if you're getting 5 people to cover an acre for you in a day, you're looking at 500 cedis. But we are charging you 250 cedis per acre.
Oh, okay.
So we are way, way, way cheaper. Much
Okay. But I hear you. What's that specific thing you're seeking to solve? I mean, 4 years ago, you appreciate the concern that the approach is unsustainable.
Yes.
But they were using other means.
Yes.
I mean, the GPS system, there are other ways in which we're trying to solve the problem.
Yeah.
This particular technology, reliability or what?
The two things that we are trying to address, the labor availability issue, and also precision that is very much lacking in the industry.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about hiring human hands to work on your farm, for example, you could want them on Saturday because rains will probably fall on Friday, and so you have a very narrow window to plant your seeds, right? And you call them and they'll give you the assurance that they will show up on Saturday. But Saturday comes and they have to attend the funeral, they have to attend the naming ceremony, and so they are not really available.
Yeah.
But you have a closing window. And so that reliability in terms of having the labor available when you need it is one of the things that we wanted to vehemently address. And the other thing is, even if you're able to get the human labor to come work on your farm, these guys get paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Which means that if they want to make more money, they have to move fast. And in trying to move fast, they end up compromising in precision. And so your land could command 3 seeds in a hole with a very specific spacing to ensure that the crops can grow well. They'll basically run through all of that because the faster they can move, the more money they get.
Okay.
And so you end up having a farmland that has been planted on, but your crops didn't do so well. And so these are the two things that we really wanted to address.
Okay.
And we have a product now that the farmers take one look at and feel like this is the solution for them.
Okay, which means we're talking about precision most even importantly. Does this mean that this machine works better for some type of farming? For example, grain, soy. Is it particularly for grain, so we can use it for all types of farming?
So this robot we have is built as a multi-purpose platform.
Okay.
So we can use to plant grains, vegetables, anything at all.
Okay.
But for now, we are targeting grains. So maize, millet, sorghum, yeah.
Okay. 4 years.
4 years.
Tell me what went into this.
We probably need a 2-hour session just to talk about it. But the long story short of it, we had to go through multiple iterations to be able to settle on what we wanted to build. Because when we started, the only thing that we had were a bunch of requirements. And usually when you are on an engineering endeavor like we were, you don't really have too many options in terms of being able to keep costs down while still building something that is reliable and can get the job done. And so we had to have very strict requirements. And one of the key ones was that we had to build something that was much, much more affordable, which meant that we had to be able to make as much of it in-house. And that was very difficult to do. But we had to go through several iterations just to be able to settle on what the form factor would be. What capacity would it have? How would it be powered, for example? And would it be able to handle our farms? And
how's it powered, by the way?
It's battery powered.
Okay.
And so we also feed into the green push towards farming.
Okay.
And our robots are exactly that. And so the video you see right now is the final version that we have. It's big, it's much taller, and we can do 4 rows at a time. And this was a result of our very strict requirements that we had set to make sure that we could have enough capacity to serve farmers, whether you're doing small scale or you're doing large scale. We could still meet all of your requirements and have a platform that can work in this part of the world, because ideally farming should work on flat lands, but we don't have flat lands mostly in this part of the world. And so the platform is built to be able to handle the extreme nature of farmlands that we have, and we can operate pretty much throughout the day and throughout the night as well.
Okay.
And the fact that you don't require human control means that it doesn't watch TikTok, it doesn't go to funerals. It's available when you need it. It's a workhorse, basically.
Elijah, while this is helping the farmers, surely farm workers are not going to be happy with you both for coming up with this. You agree? They're going to say, "Oh, you're just taking us out of business." Have you started hearing those pushbacks already? What could be in it for the farm worker? Just maybe, not the farmer only, the farm worker, because the farm worker could hire this to do the work, or your target is just for the farm owner.
Oh no. So I think it's a bit tricky when talking about this. First off, we don't have enough of the manual labor to be able to plant.
Okay.
They are not readily available.
There's a deficit in the farm workers.
There's a gap.
Okay.
So we are filling the gap. And then 2, even if should it happen, these guys want to work with us, we need operators. So we can transition them into a much more higher paying job.
Okay.
So that's something
That's
we
quite
also look
comforting
at. Yeah.
to hear. How did you fund this project?
We had to self-fund during the early days because we had a very rudimentary idea that did not even have a business case. And so when you're at that stage, without a business strategy, investors don't even pay attention to you. And that was something that we're very conscious of from the get-go. And so we had to self-fund at least to a certain point. And we were successful, but we weren't quite there yet. And so we started applying out to different programs to be able to get grants.
Okay.
We were successful in some areas. In most areas, we were not successful because people resent building for the agricultural industry in the first place, and even building a physical product in the real world is also another case to be made. And so we were successful, and we had to be very diligent in how we used the funding that we had available to be able to build this. Because as you can tell, it's cost intensive, and you need all the cash that you can get. And if you do get the cash, you have to use it as diligently as possible.
Okay. Clinton, I've got to cross over for another event, but quickly, how can people reach you? Do you have a social media page, your business location, quickly?
Yes, so you can access us, find us through our website at 3farmate.com, 3farmate.com. That is 3farmate.com. Give us a call, send us an email. We have planting sessions going on currently. If you are planting corn or soybeans, get in touch and we'll see how a robotic platform can help you.
Clinton and Elijah, thank you so much. This is quite an amazing innovation. I'm sure that farmers will be excited to do something with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
all the best at Farmade.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so I'm going to cross you over to just next door, Joy Prime, where we're launching the World Cup running order. Stay with us.
This is not just a machine, it is an intelligent farming system. Powered by artificial intelligence, computer vision, and deep learning, this robot can detect soil condition in real time, identify weeds versus crops with precision, apply fertilizer exactly where needed, and plant crops with near perfect spacing. And here is the amazing breakthrough. It runs on solar power. That means the machine is zero fuel cost, low maintenance, and sustainability. Perfect for Ghana's environment and Africa at large. This is not copying the West. This is a technology built for African realities. Now, why does this matter? Let's be honest. Agriculture in Ghana and much of Africa faces serious challenges. Aging farmer population, labor shortages, low yielding due to inefficient practices, and climate unpredictability. Now, imagine replacing manual guesswork with data-driven precision. This AI robot can increase productivity per acre. It can reduce waste of seeds and fertilizer. It can cut down human labor costs and improve food security. And when productivity increases, something powerful happens in a country or in a nation. Investor confidence rises, food prices stabilize, and rural economies also grow. In that effect, this is how nations transform quietly but permanently. However, let us not ignore the uncomfortable truth. If robots start doing farm work, what happens to human labor? This is where the conversation becomes more interesting to hear, because history shows us something. Every major technological shift, from the Industrial Revolution to automation, displaces jobs but also creates new ones. The real issue is not the robot, it is whether Ghana has prepared its people for tech-based agriculture, AI maintenance and operations, and data-driven farming systems. If managed well, this is not job destruction, this is job evolution. For decades, Africa has been seen as a consumer of technology. I've said this over and over again, but this changes the narrative. This is built in Ghana, designed for African farms and solving African problems. And if scaled, Ghana could become a continental leader in agri-tech innovations. Imagine exporting not just cocoa or gold, but AI farming systems across Africa. This is not just growth, this becomes influence. So note this is bigger than robots. This is about a country saying we are not waiting for the future, we are trying our best in our very little way to build it. So next time someone tells you Africa is behind, tell them Ghana and other African countries are already farming with AI. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode, and I really appreciate your time. Make it a point to hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, go to the comment section and let me know what you think about this very conversation. I've said it again and again that the story of Africa is being rewritten, and don't let us write it without you. Thank you once again. Remember, this was Inside Studios Network, and I'm gone.